Hey everyone, Random Randy here. I just attempted to do this live and the buffering was absolutely horrible. Apparently YouTube's new live streaming platform is horrendous and awful, so apologies to anyone who was there trying to chat at me. I could see what you were saying, but from watching the first few minutes of the replay, I highly doubt anyone could hear anything that I was saying. So I'm going to try to run through all of the things that I did there really quick here, and I will get this edited and uploaded hopefully this evening after I get the boys, because I have to go get them in about 40 minutes. So yeah. Here I am in the new mom cave with my lovely Halloween tapestry on the wall, and the walls are painted in a manner most magnificent. I really, really like the way the gray turned out. It makes my little goth heart happy, but it doesn't make the room look tiny like it would have if I had painted it black like I was initially inclined to do. So this is going to end up not being very long because I'm going to try to be as brief as possible. I'm going to show you stuff super fast, and then I'm going to do the little bit of the life chat at the end, because initially I did that at the beginning and YouTube decided that nobody needed to know what was going on in my life right now, I guess. So yeah, that was fun. Anyway, so I have two things that are done. Well, two yarn things that are done. First one is this hat, which is made from Premier Puzzle yarn in the Solitaire colorway. It's just a regular increase hat. It can be worn as a slouch or with a rolled up brim. I really want to like this yarn. I like the way that it feels, but I do not like this peachy pink, dusky rose flesh tone blech that is strewn throughout it, and I have another skein and a half of it, so I'm probably just going to make regular hats like this with it and hope that somebody is interested. But with the way that it is, it's long enough that you could, if it was softer, which I'm sure it will get in the wash eventually, could wear it as a slouch, or you can roll up the brim and wear it more snugly on your head. Like I said, it's a nice soft acrylic yarn. It claims it's a bulky weight. It's not a bulky weight. It works up like a worsted weight. I don't know why companies are doing that. A lot of companies are doing that. But yeah. So this is it. I did this a couple days ago. It was the first thing that I've made with yarn in quite some time. Other thing is this right here. So this is the Sticks and Stones. Oh, there, I'll hold it against my dark shirt. Sticks and Stones Messy Bun Beanie by Osage County Crochet. She was having a sale on every pattern in her Ravelry store for, I think it was $8 total for like 120 patterns. There's some super cute amigurumi and stuff in there because she was needing heart surgery. And when you need something like that, you need to get the money as quick as you possibly can. So yeah. This is made with the Red Heart Super Saver Fair Isle yarn in the Parrot Fair Isle colorway. I think I've made something with the Parrot Stripe yarn before, and if I haven't, I've seen enough people that have. I like it. The pattern has both an adult and a kid size. This is the adult. I didn't think it would fit my giant head, but it actually does. It's just, it's snug, you know, and I'm used to loose slouchy hats, and obviously my hair isn't up, but I did take a picture of it after I finished it last night. That's in the Facebook group. My Facebook group, if you're interested in checking it out, is Random Randy's Random Family. And we don't just talk about yarn stuff, we talk about life stuff and share recipes if somebody's got a really good one. Pretty much anything goes as long as you're not a jerk and you're good to each other and don't break Facebook's rules. So no illegal stuff, no sharing of an actual whole pattern unless it's one you've written. Sharing links and stuff, cool, but sharing like the contents of a pattern, especially a paid pattern, no good. Don't do that. So that's the second yarn thing I have done. The only other things I have finished right now, these are not in my Etsy shop yet, but by the time this is posted, they very well may be. They are the size of all of my regular large bags. They're about 14 by 16 with a sizable boxed bottom. They are soft. They don't have any closures, but I can put a snap in the middle to hold them shut if you would like. I have a cam snap set, so yeah. And this particular fabric has Kylo Ren and Captain Phasma on it. You can't really read that it says Kylo Ren on there because it's, there we go. You can kind of see it on the top that way. There are 2 of those, and I have a whole bunch more bag interior fabric that's cut, well, that needs to be cut so I can finish sewing up a bunch of the bags I have halfway finished. All right, I have 2 yarny works in progress, and that's really it. So one of them is Hunter wants a new fuzzy blanket since the one that I made for him initially continues to reside at his father's residence, despite me asking for it on several occasions. I'm just tired of asking and not going to bother, so I'm going to make him a new blanket instead. I'm making it with Bernat blanket yarn. I have this kind of a dusky blue and the Bernat Brights that is red, yellow, blue, and green. So it's going to be kind of like a cloud and a rainbow all together. And the stitch pattern I'm using, if you can even see, it's just a single crochet, double crochet, repeat all the way across. It is, I did 100 chains and then went from there, just single crochet, double crochet all the way across. And then the next row, whatever stitch you ended on, you start the next row with the opposite stitch. So if you end on a double, you do your next row start on a single. If you end on a single, you'd start your next row on a double. And it makes this nice texture to it, aside from the yarn texture itself being really soft and awesome. And this is going to be the length of the blanket. And it's going to be vertically striped. So it's going to be the white and the blue and then the rainbow. And then if it's not wide enough from the balls that I have, then I will probably have to go get another one and maybe do blue and then white on the other side of the rainbow. We'll see. But I did all of this yesterday while watching a few episodes of Hannibal. And made that messy bun hat also while watching a few episodes of the last season of Hannibal, because there's only 3 seasons, and it's something that Adam and I used to watch together, so it's taken me a really long time to get back to it and be able to enjoy it and not get bummed out about it. Funny how that happens when you have breakups and divorces, huh? So the last thing I am working on right now is in this bag that I made that nobody wanted several years ago. So I'm just going to keep this bag because I absolutely love these mallow cream pumpkins. They are my favorite Halloween candy in the universe. I think I might end up making some more drawstring bags too, just because I like the totes, but they take a lot more work. And then I have to charge more because it takes more of my time. So, last work in progress. This is the Pyramid Pockets shawl that I have been designing. I'm sorry, Una. Scared the kitty, now I feel bad. Pyramid Pockets shawl that I'm designing. All I really have to do now is finish up the pockets on it. It is, I would almost call it a schlanket rather than a shawl because it is huge. It is 54 inches by 20 inches unblocked. Other way. There we go. And it is made with my favorite triangle stitch. This stripe progression here is Red Heart Super Saver Polo Stripe. This is one entire skein. And then for the black, it was Red Heart Comfort in the Licorice colorway, which as you can see is just black. And this purpley reddish right here in the middle that actually matches this purpley reddish is Red Heart with Love Boysenberry. So as you can see, I am a tallish woman. I am 5'8", so I am not short by any means, and this is unblocked and unwashed, and it is more than long enough that once I get the pockets on, I'll be able to just tuck it right in here. And I'm going to make the pockets 10 by 10. This is 20 inches wide, so it's going to be a pocket big enough that I can put something like my excessively large phone in it. And I won't have a problem with fitting it in there because, as we know, pockets for women are not allowed to be sizes that fit anything useful, right? I mean, who needs pockets that actually hold stuff? Women don't need that. That's just craziness. Craziness. Anyhow, that rant aside, I'm working on one of the pockets right now, which you won't be able to see because it's black yarn, but that's why I'm working on it during the day. And I'm making it in the same single crochet, double crochet fashion as Hunter's Blanket, because that's just the stitch type I'm obsessed with right now, I guess. Aside from triangle stitch, which has always been my favorite. If you've made my Hangetsu shawl pattern or have watched the video for it at least, then you will know that Randy loves the triangle stitch. I mean, look how huge this is. It is significantly large. And I ended up using the black and the boysenberry in the middle because I discovered that 2 skeins of the polo stripe was not going to be enough for the length that I wanted. So I would say 3 skeins of Super Saver, and I'll have whatever my estimated yardage will be. Or I might just go by ounces of yarn. I might just weigh the thing and go by ounces of yarn. Yeah, so there's that. Like I said, that is in progress. All I have to do is finish the pockets and sew them on. This bag is also the same size that I make all of my bags, which is the same size as the totes. This is just drawstring version, so it's quite a lot of stuff in there. The only other thing I have is a kind of sort of acquisition. On Facebook, I am in a group that is called Crochet Blessings. I will link to that below if anybody's interested in it, provided I don't tip myself over in my stool and like die, which I almost just did, but we'll pretend that didn't happen. And no, I'm not going to edit that out because, yeah, no, life happens. And one of the games was birthday twins in the group. Essentially, everybody who had a birthday in a certain month, we all posted, and if somebody had a birthday that was on the same date as yours or close, then you were obligated to choose something from an Amazon wish list that we have shared in the group that has yarny stuff and crafting stuff. So essentially, you pick out a gift for somebody because everything is dark and horrible in the world right now, and who doesn't love getting gifts in the mail, even if it's just something small? And the thing that my birthday twin chose for me off of my list is this bag of mixed antique silver charms. A lot of them are going to end up being stitch markers, but they are moons, suns, stars. There are even some pentagrams in there, which makes me happy because I am not a monotheist. If you can see them at all, you might be able to. Maybe not with the glare. Maybe. But anyway, there's like 70 of these. Some of them will be stitch markers. Some of them I'm going to use to make jewelry for myself. Perfect example, this little sun and moon pair. It's going to be a pair of earrings. Needs to happen. So that is all I have as far as crafty stuff. Thank you if anyone attended the live for sticking around through the technical issues. Now I'm going to do a little bit of life chat and make it quick because I got to get out of here in like 20 minutes to go pick up the kids, and traffic is always a bear going through that area. So where have I been for the last few weeks? Well, things are insane, as usual. I was doing so good with posting daily videos, and then I was served with papers regarding the custody of my children and how my ex-husband is attempting to change our previous agreement in regards to a lot of things. And I'm not going to go into too much detail, so I don't have to worry about getting in trouble, but I had a GoFundMe going to be able to pay for legal counsel. Thankfully, I had a lot of people in the group share it around, and friends and family and people that I haven't heard from since high school. Between them and my amazing, I can't stress it enough, my amazing boyfriend who provided an ungodly large chunk of money for me to procure an attorney. Thanks to the help of all of those people, I'm going to be able to fight. Whereas before, I'm fairly certain it was hoped that I would not have the means to fight because, as you all know, I can't be certified yet because I haven't been able to finish school because of coronavirus. So I have no income right now with the exception of my Etsy shop and YouTube money, which, as you all know, isn't a ton. It's better than nothing, absolutely better than nothing. I am thankful for what I do get, but it is not a lot, and it is certainly not enough to pay for a multiple thousands of dollars retainer for an attorney. Yeah, but a friend of mine started a GoFundMe for me, and we got $3,000 for me to throw at legal fees within less than 2 weeks' time. It was amazing, and I cannot get over it. And I appreciate it so much from anybody and everybody who helped. If you shared my shop, if you bought something from my shop, anything, everything helps. Everything helps. Oh, I'm gonna try not to cry here. Yeah, so that's been fun. That's been ongoing. So now, whereas I had started to homeschool the kids, now they are currently having to attend distance learning classes through a public school that is nowhere near where I live. So that's a blast and a half since, you know, I have them during the week. So that means I'm the one who has to have them do distance learning classes, not their father who gets them on weekends and gets to still just do all the fun stuff. So that, on top of me now having a digital distance learning class for myself resuming, apparently we're going to be starting to do in-person instruction for some of my classes starting later this week. Today is Sunday the 20th. The clinic is also opening back up, so Saturday mornings are currently my only availability, but 9 to 1. The 3 weekends I don't have the boys, I'm going to be able to get clinic hours in until the clinic is open later. And that's all been, yeah, it's been overwhelming. I am tired. I am exhausted from all of this. But I know that things are going to work out, and that's really all that matters. You can't appreciate the sunshine if you don't have to walk through the darkness once in a while, right? So, on that note, if you are interested in joining the Facebook group, yet again, it is Random Randy's Random Family. There's a link down in the description box, like there always is. If you are interested in buying anything from my shop, I have a whole bunch of bags with Halloween fabric that are cut that I just need to get finished, that I will hopefully be working on some of them this evening. I'm yeah, ugh. I have a million things I want to get done and need to get done, and limited quantities of energy to accomplish all of those things, but coffee is here to help me get through, right? Right. So there's that. My Etsy shop. I also have opened a Ko-fi, which is you can give a one-time donation. It's kind of a replacement Patreon without getting extra goodies. So if you wanted to give me a couple of bucks, the equivalent of buying a Starbucks coffee, sans the tip to the barista, it's about $5, I believe. If you wanted to help out in any way, shape, or form and couldn't afford a bag from my shop, didn't want to get any of my patterns, aside from just watching things on YouTube and sharing around the links so my watch time goes up, that is phenomenal. Anything and everything helps. Even just you got this mama, hang in there at this point is... It is strange to me to have the world be supportive of me after I've been told for so long that I am not worthy of praise, if that makes any sense, without really going too deep into my psyche at the moment. Yeah. And hopefully I will be able to get all of the clips that I have taken of the construction of this room and my workspace edited together sometime soon and get that posted. It's, like I said, everything has gone so sideways. Oh, and on top of the fun custody thing and now having to do distance learning, we're about 2 miles down the road from a previous fire evacuation zone thanks to the wildfires going on in Washington. On top of wildfires, there were multiple cases of purposefully set arson in and around town. Our power was out for 36 hours. It's been a rough last couple of weeks. Like, can 2020 slow its roll and back off a little now, please? Because I think I'm about done. Yeah, I'm over it. So I hope that you are all well. I hope that you're all hanging in there. Just remember, no matter how dark and horrible things might get sometimes, hang on. Stay with us. The world still needs your light, even in a sky that has 1 billion stars. Don't quit. Don't quit. Don't let the people who are undeserving of your attention in the first place defeat you. On that note, I love you all. I hope you have an amazing week. I hope that everybody's excited for spooky season, because I obviously am, and I know a lot of us are. So hang in there, have fun, hook fast, die warm, and I will catch you guys all in the next video. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'm sorry that the live was kind of a crappy flop because YouTube doesn't have its stuff in the same bag. See you next time, guys. Bye.